Do not giveaway. Link in the description.
Konnichiwa, dudes! Alright, so Tristana is a character that I actually like, and it's one that I wish I could play a little bit more. When I was recording the background footage for this video, I had a fucking blast. I mean, I was playing against a fully Thali Draven, so it wasn't actually really all that fun. No, it wasn't fun at all. But she could shred towers, her attack speed was ridiculous, her damage was fucking nice, her burst was honestly really good, her kit is fantastic. Alongside the burst she's got a fantastic engage, she can get resets on her W to maintain DPS and keep up the chase. She's got increased attack range throughout the game, attack speed buffs, a sick disengage. She is basically everything that you could possibly need in an AD carry. Compared to a lot of other AD carries, she is exciting and you're just flying around the map, dashing about like whoosh. Whereas, like most AD carries, you kind of just bored shitless, plugging away at minions like...
An ally has been...
But what I really loved about her back in the day was her versatility, something that honestly doesn't really exist within League of Legends anymore. The ability to build a champion in multiple ways and still enjoy the experience. Now, right now, it's not really a thing. Champions are released with a very specific build or a very specific role in mind, and they're basically kind of just pigeonholed into that role come hell or high water. These days, Tristana is pretty much resigned to her fate of being an AD carry, alongside Sion and Master Yi. Their AP alternatives still kind of exist on a spell or two, but for the most part, all that potential was destroyed in the midst of their rework. Now, sure, you can still do it. Nothing is stopping you from building a fucking death cap on a Tristana if you really want to go wild, but it ends up being kind of one of those jokes where AP Tristana back in the day is the guy your girlfriend tells you not to worry about. It pales in comparison to what it used to be in basically every aspect. So I'm going to apologise in advance for this video, because my PC is still pretty out of commission right now, and I am currently editing this video in a forest with a computer that I crafted out of sticks and leaves. I realise that I'm actually very good at crafting, and as such, I'm considering becoming a Minecraft YouTuber. I mean, it pays better, but at the same time, I'm not really sure I have any desire to go to prison. So my mom said that if I get 5,000 likes, she'll buy me a new PC. And I'm totally not kidding. That's what she said. Just like the video. So let's just get right into it, I guess. Let me explain why the beauty that was AP Tristana is gone. Cremated and her ashes were thrown into a fucking volcano. R.I.P.
It's mating season.
ODP Tristana was a pretty major threat during Season 3 and Season 4 mostly. It was around that time that for the first time in League of Legends history, somebody actually took a look at Tristana's AP ratios, was sitting to themselves and thought, wait a fucking minute here. For me, it was a time when I was trying to transition out of being a support main. My experience during this time looked a lot like this.
My right arm is...
And here was Tristana, sitting there with them sexy eyes, looking like a Minecraft YouTuber's wet dream. Alright, I'm done making jokes about that now. It's all about music YouTubers these days, right? There she was, waiting to be abused in games as a mid laner, and my Christ did she get abused. Right now, her AP ratios are actually still pretty decent when you think about it. Her rocket jump and her E both have pretty decent enough ratios of 50%, with her E even getting more and more damage if she gets a couple of auto attacks in. As well as that, her ultimate has 100% AP scaling, which is pretty fucking crazy. I mean, I say this, like, how could it possibly have gotten any better than that? Like, back in the day, what crazy person would ever put anything with an AP ratio of over 100%? Well, you might want to ask the team working at Riot about 5 years ago, because they were all about that shit. If you don't know much about Tristana and what was changed about her, the honest answer is nothing much really. Only one ability got any real change, and that was her E. But I really liked it, and it was an ability that you just kind of threw onto an enemy, and it essentially worked exactly the same as an Ignite, except it was actually an Ignite that dealt 100% of Tristana's AP at the time. It was insane harass. It was pretty much like Malzahar's Space Aids, except that alongside doing a lot of burn damage over time, similar to Malzahar's E, it also reduced your healing and your health regen by 50%, meaning it quite literally was the fucking Ignite spell minus the true damage. It was an Ignite on a 10-second cooldown. That meant that people couldn't pot up they couldn't heal spell, they couldn't have any bullshit saving them. So if you walked into lane and slapped this on a champion at level 1, since it had 110 base damage at level 1, there was a very good chance that you could just take a fifth of the enemy laner's health off them immediately after walking into the lane. And within 5 seconds of that damage being taken finishing, that spell's up again. This was fucked with the amount that you could synergize with it. Say, a Liandry's Torment on you for even more burn damage, or if you're feeling particularly assholey, actually dropping an Ignite on top of that E and melting someone down with as little as 2 key presses. If damage over time isn't really your thing, then she's got bursts too. Her rocket jump used to be an 80% AP ratio, slowing the ever-loving balls of anyone stupid enough to not think that you were about to go balls deep on them on what they might think is an AD carry mid at first. If you managed to land on top of somebody, it dealt a fuckload of AoE damage, and alongside that, it got reset off of assists and kills. If you actually chained this in a teamfight, you could just bounce on top of people like you're fucking pogo sticking up and down on their squishy ballsack, just horribly slowing and bursting them to bits. Her ultimate though, back in the day, it was actually just fucking incredible. It worked exactly the same as it does today, with just a tiny little change of it having a fucking 150% AP ratio, on top of the ridiculous levels of base damage that it still has today. Assuming that you back at level 6 with maybe like 1300-ish gold, you grab yourself a needlessly large rod on top of your Doran's ring or something, you could easily burst the enemy mid laner for about 450 damage the second that you walk into lane with just a single spell. Now, that might not sound like too much, but let me just look at a common AP mid and see what their HP is. Oh, okay, never. Oh, that's a lot of fucking hell. So level 6 comes, all you had to do was W onto the enemy, E them, drop the Ignite, slap them with an ultimate to finish them off, or push them so far back that they could not even retaliate with any damage, because this all happened within a half a second space of time, and you were almost always guaranteed a kill, or at least to send them back to base. It was entirely broken, alongside the fact that our W got resets upon kill or assist. You could basically just tower dive to your heart's content, get off your combo, and only really take 2 or so turrets before you're already piecing the fuck out of there. Given the fact there wasn't a lot of time to react to a combo like this, and within half a second you're being fired back way out of attack range anyway, it really did give you the ability to go ham. Just like SivHD would say.
Go ham, kill these tower hugging noobs, yeah!
Okay, that video was only really semi-relevant. I just wanted to play that video because it exists. So, grab yourself a death cap, grab yourself a deathfire grasp, and basically Tristana became like the fucking predator, sitting in bushes and roaming around the map, waiting for someone stupid enough to walk into range of her, and dive on their face and obliterate them. With her high mobility, she could be anywhere on the map at any time, and as quickly as she lands on your face, she's already disappeared into a totally different fucking dimension to destroy characters from other games. She's just fucking rocket jumping into Bloodborne and rocket jumping into Super Mario, fucking destroy them and shit. She was absolutely broken, and my heart goes out to anyone who, alongside me, also experienced this back in the day. And to be honest, I'm kind of tempted to try it out again to see if it works. Maybe if you guys hit that 5k likes thing, so my mum fixes my PC, then like I totally said, then I could try it out again. I'll give it a shot. Still though, hopefully this horrendous footage in the background has shown you, if you can decipher the pixels, how busted AP Tristana was back in the day. And with that, I ask you all to rush to the comment section below to pay your respects. Tristana, you're still a good champion today. I do like you, but your former glory as an AP caster will never be forgotten. RIP. Hey guys, thanks for watching yet another rest in peace video. I want to do a video on fucking lethality, and that's pretty much what I want to do. I got another couple videos coming out for you that are just more gameplay related, because I've been doing a lot of scripted content because I'm at my girlfriend's and my computer is fucked, and I'm not joking about that shit. But I have some footage that I didn't get to edit before my PC broke that I managed to get across here today, so I will be working on that. So I'm sorry if you've missed the gameplay videos and the hijinks and the goofs and the gaffs. It will be back tomorrow hopefully, and then we'll do some more scripted content. I know people like scripted content anyway, but you know, something a little bit different. Also, I'm really sorry about At the end of yesterday's video, there was footage that kind of pixelated a little bit. I see a little bit. It looked like a fucking Game Boy game that had been corrupted. It was terrible. That is just an issue with the rendering. I'm going to really try and double check this one, make sure it's not fucked. I'm working off a PC that ain't like, you know, my usual thing, so I'm really sorry about that. But I'm still trying my hardest to get daily videos out and to get good videos out despite the circumstances, because I have been fucking loving YouTube recently. So thank you guys all so much for the support. Once again, giveaway down below, go check it out. Gonna be speeding up that process a little bit after this one finishes. Also, considering the fact that when we were clearing out my girlfriend's place yesterday, she found another fucking box of them. So I just want fucking rid of them. Thanks. But yeah, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.